Recording in progress. Hello, 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 hello. We're getting there. Good day, everybody. There she is, the legend.
Hello, how are you?
Good, how are you? Where's my mic? Let me get my mic closer. Bye. How exciting this. Can you hear me?
I can.
Awesome. Please tell us how cold it is right there. Because I
It
see.
is like 70 actually,
There
but
you
I'm
go.
dressed like it's
Me inside.
cool.
So good to have you here. Thank you so much for joining us. We're broadcasting this live on Facebook,
Hello, Facebook.
and this is going straight to our platform. So thank you so much for having you here, my friend. So
Yes.
excited for this and for you to share like your energy, your experience, your thoughts, your insights, because you have a very particular experience with our coaching and your physique and your story and your transformation. So, please, for those of you who don't know you who are in Mars, tell us a little bit about you, your business, what's coming up this year, which is super exciting.
Mhm. Yeah, so I'm an online entrepreneur, business coach. Have been for 8 years, exited corporate almost a decade ago, never looked back. And I've got 3 kids and it's nonstop. I run a big company. It's a 8-figure brand, lots of different businesses within it. So it's not a slow life over here. Uh, I think that one of the things I've always honored and recognized is that bodies build businesses, and that being the CEO and the founder of my company, not only does my family depend on me, but my team and my clients do too. And I've always believed that we have to train for business like athletes train for their career,
Mhm.
because truly, my health is the number one asset in my business. When I am physically healthy, and my energy is at the top, and my resilience and it's not just the vanity of looking good on stage, but of course, when we're 4 weeks from stage, we're gonna go there and we're gonna get shredded and we're gonna make sure we look our effing best. Um, but I do. So number one, I will just say that the number one reason, I started working with you, Amanda, was because of the fast-paced lifestyle that I live,
Uh-huh.
but the importance that I put on my health. I hire mentors in every area of my life that I need to be
Mhm.
held accountable. Mentors need mentors in every area.
Sure.
And so I wanted to hire the best who was going to make sure that my nutrition was on point, that my fitness was on point. Because to me, taking care of myself is like brushing my teeth. It is just
Mhm.
as important as checking my email and responding to clients in my business. And so, yeah, so bodies build businesses, even though, and I will say bodies build businesses. And I also believe that and this may rub some people the wrong way, but I do believe that
Love them.
how you show up outwardly,
Mhm.
in the public actually says everything about the choices you make at home when nobody sees you.
It definitely.
And so it's how I show up physically and energetically publicly is a reflection of what you don't see behind closed doors, which is a lot of discipline.
Uh-huh.
And that translates into business and into my health and into my relationships and everything. So yeah, I mean that's a little bit about me. And I don't like to waste time. I habit stack,
Yes.
and I'm just
Beautifully,
efficient.
by the way.
What's
You
that?
you do it beautifully, by the way.
Oh,
Like
thank
this
you.
woman, she will be on a treadmill and not like as we have like a walking pad. No, she'll be on a treadmill on a 10% incline, 12% incline, walking fast. replying emails, which I know she'll be on a Zoom with
Yep.
her clients on the Hive, or she will be, doing stuff on social media. And that's the thing. Like one of the beautiful things that I noticed when we first started working with Melissa is, first of all, our initial call, which you talked about at your event, Burnout to All Out last year here in Miami. That my first initial call, we met at an event in person, and then we scheduled a call, and she was like, "Is it okay if I just do a voice call over a video call because I am on the hair salon or I'm driving?" I was like,
Yep.
"Absolutely." And we're like, boom, 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 get things done. And this is a beautiful thing about having a coach is that I was able to adapt to you
Mhm.
and to your needs and like, okay, let's see what you need, what's your style, what we need to make you thrive in your environment at your pace. And Melissa, in case you haven't noticed, she's a person with a lot of energy. Like she is boom, 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 boom on stage. On you see her stories, her pictures, like you can feel her vibration through her pictures, which is very, very unusual. Most people you see a picture like, oh, that's cute. You look at Melissa's professional pictures, like, oh my God, you feel like that impact. So, what we did with her, one of the greatest things that I wanted to talk to people today is that perfect initial setup that we had. That as I was trying to assess your life and assess like your pain points and understand, okay, what do you want to, because you didn't come to me with like 30 pounds to lose. You're already fit. You're already like on it. She had already her nutrition diet, and we assessed it and I figure, okay, you probably need to work out a little less. You probably need to train a little bit,
I
work,
was tired.
eat a
When I
little
came
bit
to you, I was
more.
tired. Yeah.
Yeah. And relax, which you're really good at your yoga practice. But
Mhm.
it's more than that. It's what women don't realize that we're doing different and stronger than 40 is understanding that relaxation and recovery and cortisol management is not just doing one yoga class a week or is not just like taking your magnesium before bed, is understanding how we do that, even that habit stack, and even at a fast pace, how we breathe, how we eat, how we take those negotiables out of our mind and to put it that aside like, okay, this is how I'm going to live my life, and
Mhm.
understand like this takes so much weight out of your shoulders. And like when you wake up in the morning, you don't second guess, do I need to go to the gym or not? You just go. You already pre-made that decision, and that for me it's a huge de-stressor. You're not negotiating your health. You're just doing it when it needs to be done because you know that works. So tell us about how was it at first, like for you to understand
Yeah.
that, where we find the rest, and how was it like putting a little bit more food, working out a little bit less with not less intensity, but more intentionality, and
Yeah.
start seeing the results in your body.
Yeah, so it was really interesting because like you said, I am super high energy. It's just born with it. And so I can go a lot and I have a lot of endurance. And I was working with a trainer previous to you that I had like I was doing really heavy weights and I was also doing a tremendous amount of cardio. Now keep in mind transitioning into the weight training world, I was historically more of an endurance runner. And
Mm-hmm.
so I had a hard time parting with the endurance running. And so when I transitioned into more weightlifting, I continued with the running too. And I
Mm-hmm.
think that that was part of my exhaustion when I came to you was I was running 3 to 4 days a week, 30 minutes to an hour, on top of really heavy weights. And I was also navigating a really, really difficult time in business.
Mm-hmm.
And so when I came to you, knowing that movement, nutrition, and health is like the key pillar in keeping me healthy, I felt
Uh-huh.
tired every day. And I when I first started to work with you and you gave me my workouts, I was just like, I remember for like 3 or 4 weeks, I was like, this is too easy.
I know.
I'm like the reps, the weights aren't high enough. Like, and actually, you dialed my nutrition back. I was eating way more protein than even before I started to work with you. And you actually pulled my calories back, but you also pulled back the amount of exertion too.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
I was the first month, I was skeptical. I was like, I know she's like number one in the world, but I'm not sure about this. Because I don't hurt.
Why not?
Like my body doesn't ache
I
tremendously and
know.
I'm
That's
like not
different.
exhausted. So, but the long and the short of it is within 2 or 3 months, I had to trust the process. Like
Yeah.
now we're almost, I don't know, nearly a year in, I feel
Almost a
like my
year.
body
Yeah.
my body is completely transformed. And, I regained my energy and my cortisol level. I could just tell by my face, like my cortisol levels
Hmm.
dropped tremendously. And it's interesting in a healthy way. I was eating, I was like, I couldn't get enough protein in based on what was originally prescribed to me. I was drinking like egg whites, like stuffing myself with protein all day long.
Sure.
Now I
Yeah.
still start with protein, I end with protein, but not quite to the level that I
Hmm.
was before. But what I love is that you created a really custom, like you met me where I was,
Hmm.
and I'm a strong energy. And what I love about you is you were able to meet that energy with
Uh-huh.
confidence and be like, this is what you need, while listening to me at the same time and confidently telling me to trust the process. And so I did. And basically over this past year, I mean, I've regained a tremendous amount of energy. And
Hmm.
I'm not, I will say like my workout today was bananas, the one where you have me doing these leg presses like a bajillion times with the decrease in weights. But most days of the week, most days
I
of the
need to give
week,
you a little bit of a hard time. Come on, it can be
yes.
all
Well, and I
easy.
asked for it. That's what I love about our working out together is
Uh-huh.
there's seasons where I ask for it. So right before a month before going on stage, I'm like, kick my ass. Like get me ripped. But then there's seasons where I'm like, Amanda, I'm in the midst of a launch. My husband's out of town. Like
Yeah.
I'm managing and navigating a ton in my business right now. I need to
Hmm.
go light because I like this is energetically what I need to keep me moving, but not to
Hmm.
deplete me. And so when I travel, you look at the hotels, you customize my workouts for me. So I feel like I never miss a beat wherever I go. Like I have the expert in my back pocket. And I feel like I've really gotten my nutrition dialed in now. I know I should be tracking my macros, but I'm so consistent with what I eat at this point. I just kind of know, like
Yeah. And I don't think you
what's
would need
going
to
on there.
track your macros that much because that's the thing. You were so diligent with it for so many years. I don't
Hmm.
track my macros either. Like I haven't tracked my macros in probably 5 years
Hmm.
because I know.
You know,
No, and you do it so much that you understand if you eat a certain meal, you kind of like, okay, roughly this 25 grams of protein. And you
Mhm.
should only track your meal when things are not working. If things are
Right.
working and you're not tracking, that's the sweet spot. Like you
Mhm.
reached where I want to put most of my clients that is like, okay, try, you need to go through that season for a while. But once you
It
go through
creates
that season,
awareness because you can be eating
yeah.
extremely healthy and still way overdoing it.
Yeah, and that's one of the things that we managed through at the beginning because you eat extremely healthy. You have lots of restrictions that you just that's just how you like to eat, which are
Mhm.
very good because they keep you so healthy and your energy so high. But it's just when we overdo things, it can create like more stress than results. And that's what I tell a lot of people is yes, American food is not the best in quality. We can find good stuff, but sometimes when you over obsess with things, you might not even be able to digest that properly. Now, if you're only worried about eating the most purest grass-fed organic chicken breast that was no raised in Antarctica, you're going to be stressed. So it's just understanding that like how to navigate things and how to understand how to go through seasons. Like you just said, you have seasons where I can go, okay, kick my ass, I'm on it, like I'm fired up. And there's seasons where we need to cut back a little bit, still get results, still get
Yeah.
stuff done. You're still obeying and honoring your discipline and your schedule, but you leave a little bit in the bank so you can have more energy
Yes.
for other things in life.
Well, and that's the thing I think that I want to underscore is this is Wyatt, by the way, one of the
Hi.
three. It looks like he has a pair of underwear on the top of his head, but it says Puerto Rico. I think it's a
Puerto
do-rag.
Rico.
But we can't, and I don't know, I think you probably would agree with this, but like we
Mhm.
can't always be at our peak fitness. Like I feel like it,
100%.
I operate in like seasons and even tell some of my clients in the inner circle with me, like, I have goals throughout the year that
Yeah.
hold me accountable to peak season. So like I
Mhm.
knew coming onto stage in October that I wanted to be in like my peak of fitness, nutrition, health, everything. But then, I gave not that I just like binge for a month afterwards, but I like gave myself space to kind of
Mhm.
enjoy, but healthily
Yeah.
maintain the muscle that I've built, but give myself a little bit of freedom. But no, okay, now we're ramping up to February. I've got another live event or my
Uh-huh.
photo shoot in December, right? It's like, okay, we've
Yes.
got
That was
we've got a
major.
month to really dial in the nutrition. But during
Mhm.
that entire season, always with you, like I'm always challenging the muscles and I'm always maintaining. It's like stoking the fire, just like keeping it
Uh-huh.
keeping it there, if that makes sense. And then when it's
Yes.
time to like up the ante to like extreme fitness, we can turn it on. But we're
Mm.
always healthy. I don't know if that makes any sense, but
It
that's
does.
how
It
I feel
makes
like I
total
operate with
sense,
you.
but and it's exactly how it should be. I've had seasons with my body all my life because of bodybuilding, but now that
Hmm.
I'm not competing anymore, it's an understanding that every woman should go in that not only on a monthly basis because we do have our cycles, and even us, like the women who are going through perimenopause or already menopause, we still have some symptoms,
Hmm.
and our hormones fluctuate. But understanding that seasons they come and we can't work at a full potential all the time because it's not
Right.
how our bodies work. It's not how our female hormones work.
Right.
So it's really helpful for us to understand when to push, when to retrieve. And trust me,
Yes.
I love being, if I could, I would be at a 10% body fat all year, but I just
Mhm.
can't because it's,
Yeah.
first of all, it's not healthy for my body. You
Right.
you can't function at 100% capacity
Hmm.
all the time. You're 100% correct. But what
Yes.
we do, and that's where most women they lose it is, okay, you push and then you recover. But when you recover, what to do with that recover? You're not just binge eating, you're not just being
No.
sluggish,
Right.
you don't stop working out. Actually, when you're eating more and you're allowing yourself, because that's also allowing yourself to enjoy food, enjoy with
Hmm.
your loved ones, your family, like
Yeah.
go on a trip, enjoy food, take that guilt out of it,
Yes.
understanding that you are in control, being aware of your choices too, allowing some fun with the food and
Yep.
some like bonding moments with your kids, with your spouse,
Right.
but also moving, still honoring your body, still making sure you're getting enough protein and understand, right?
Yeah. Wyatt says he eats healthy food too. He's
I
actually
see
the
that.
healthiest eater in the family besides me. Just give me a couple minutes, okay, buddy? In like 10 or 15 minutes.
Or you can do push-ups in the back.
Or you can do push-ups in the back and show everybody how strong you are. He's the athlete in the family. He asks to come to the gym with me all the time. Look, he's gonna do it, Amanda.
Let's see. We're gonna count. This is gonna
Yep,
go
there he
viral.
goes.
Oh my goodness.
Look at
I'm
you.
gonna have to
Look at
drop
you.
down and do
See?
some push-ups too.
But one of
Dang.
the things that I will say, Amanda, that really resonated, that like clicked for me, good
Hmm.
job. Wow,
I
was
felt that.
as an athlete who's done endurance training my entire life, I've always gone through deloads where
Uh-huh.
like there was always like the third or fourth week out of training was always like kind of a deload week where it was recovery because you can't
Uh-huh.
always every week be going to the next notch.
No.
Always. There has to be like moments of recovery.
Uh-huh.
And so when you and I were going through, and I like when I came back from the live event, and I
Uh-huh.
was sick as a dog, but I wanted to keep going. And you like prescribed kind of this light workout. And I'm like, what is this? And you were like, we started to talk about how like it started
Uh-huh.
to resonate with me that it was like you knew, and my whoop strap was telling me I was way down in the red in like mass recovery. But the Enneagram 8 competitor in me just wanted to just
Yeah.
keep going.
Full of energy after the event.
Yeah, and it's like you and I wasn't feeling my best, right? And you deloaded me during like 2 or 3 weeks and my body needed that to
Uh-huh.
recover so that there weren't any injuries, right? And so, and the same thing over the holidays, right? I love what you said about that because I know we're in a group chat. It's like, choose your carbs, man. I'm here for the apple pie and the ice cream. And I just skipped the alcohol this go round because I wanted to be able to show up in the gym the next morning, not
Uh-huh.
hungover. And I'd rather choose my carbs over here. But it was like I actually never stopped my routine with working out and showing up at the gym and maintaining that muscle mass. I might have been
Hmm.
in a little bit of like what is that term you guys give for like getting like bulking
That,
up?
yep.
Bulking
Well,
season,
yeah.
right? That's okay.
Yes, it's
Um, but
okay.
the habits and the maintaining are there so that
Uh-huh.
in the new season in January, all the metabolism and the strength. the routine is all there. And now
Yes,
I'm just dialing, fine tuning, dialing back in the, my eating because I know that's like that's the levers we learn that we can pull,
exactly.
you
And
know?
the tools that you have, because that's what
Hmm.
we talk about constantly is like what tool to use at which time of the year, of the season, like regarding your business. Because what I always tell my clients and people in general is like, as a trainer, as a coach, I'm not here to try to make you adapt to what I have to teach. It's
Hmm.
quite the contrary. I'm the expert. I have the tools. So based on what you tell me, I get whatever tool I think you need is going to be useful for you at that season, and I transform into a package and deliver to you. And every
Hmm.
time we do that over the months, like you learn a little new skill that you have that you can pull. And
Hmm.
that's what I'm so passionate about this is teaching, is giving you tools.
Yeah.
'Cause I don't want you to be hostage of whatever program I have to you, that you
Hmm.
go to a grocery store and then you don't have whatever food I told you to eat. And you don't know, like, oh my gosh, what am I going to eat? I'm going to eat Cheetos. Like, no,
Right.
you learn stuff. You understand, like, oh, I maybe I can swap this for that. Or maybe the workouts, like you master that. Oh, this machine is taken, let me go to another one because it's the same movement, and understanding the principles, not
Right.
just exactly like what's copy and paste on the protocol, because then it's just like you're not learning, you are internalizing. And that's the
Yes.
beautiful thing. And also another thing that you said is me, as I train lots of business women like you who are super successful, and then I don't want you to take out of your business routine so you can go to the gym. So I need to understand how to make it efficient,
Hmm.
especially time efficient for you. Like you
Yeah.
tell me, Amanda, I have an hour and a half every day to dedicate to my physique, to the training. Okay, how can I make that work? What strategies am I going to use? And understanding that that's also going to change during the seasons, as you said. And by
Totally.
the way, you started your training program on Monday, and I'm going to kick your butt because we came from a little, like an
Oh,
easy
who,
stuff.
me? You've got a new training for me on Monday?
Yeah,
Is
it
that what you
starts on
said?
Monday.
Well, yay, because the one I've been doing has been kicking my rear end. So I'm curious what you're bringing to me. But no,
No,
what
we
I
have
will
a
say with
shoes.
the seasons and like knowing what's on your plate and the time that you can work too is where you were talking about me working on the computer, it's also like again, there's seasons in business where like I can or can't give it all. Like, but I'm always going to show up.
Hmm.
Especially like there are seasons where my husband's out of town and I've got three
Hmm.
kids in the morning and some people can do the gym for an hour and a half. I can't. I've got three different kids, two different schools, totally different drop off times. And that's when you find me on the computer
Hmm.
on my treadmill. Is it my choice for where I'm going to get my cardio on a regular day? No. But is it totally possible to get done? Yes. So instead of not getting my cardio in or the just because I can't walk at, 4.1 at 15% for an hour doesn't
Hmm.
mean I can't go at 12% incline at a pace that I can handle while I'm on cause and take, and still
Hmm.
get it in
Yeah.
and give myself permission that that day or that week was a week that I did what I could,
Yes, exactly.
and the next week I can get back. And so here's what I'll say, Amanda, what I love about like personally working with you one-on-one, and this is like I said from the beginning, I have personal mentors in spirituality, I have
Hmm.
them in business. You hold me accountable to that, right? Like I'm checking in on that. I'm literally logging it every day, just like in business.
Yeah.
When I was on a call with my CFO this afternoon and we're looking at ascension rates and retention and P&L and margins, it is data and it's accountability to tracking the milestones in my business, just like checking in with you and entering the data on my metrics. Like if I know I have to enter in at the end of the week, my waistline, my hips, the scale, the body fat percentage, it's like looking at your P&L in the business.
True.
Like you can't hide from it, right? And so there's like, so
So it's
having someone else
photoshopping
to check
data.
in on
Yes.
that, whether it's your CFO or it's your trainer, no matter
Hmm.
what like avenue of it that it is, having that accountability to like check in is like it's a reality check, and then you get to problem solve too when things are off, right?
Yeah, and that's amazing that because some people are not really coachable when they start doing a program and they just kind of half-ass it. And that's the thing, the one thing that you need in order to go through a program and hire someone, and you're willing to invest on that. It's like, okay, I'm gonna, if anything, I'm gonna make my money's worth, you know? I'm
Mhm.
gonna first trust the process, which you did. And I'm gonna do what she says, and I'm gonna keep the data, and I'm putting myself out there to see the
Mhm.
results and understand that there's so many routes that we can take. And one last thing that I wanted to talk to everybody about your beautiful results and how you manage everything is
Yeah.
that you lift heavy. Even though we deloaded you and you're
Yeah.
understanding like, okay, I don't need to go that intense all the time, but you're not scared of weights. You're not
Oh yeah.
scared of the challenge that I give you. Like everything, I give you something, and you first you might reply me with a message like, "Are you crazy?" But then you do it, and I'm
Yeah.
like, "See, I knew you could do it." But you are someone who you're not intimidated by the weights, and I love
No.
that. And I wish more women were like that. So tell us. First of all, you had a trainer before that were working out with you,
Yeah.
but how is it when you go to the gym and you see, and your gym is like, it's badass.
Dudes.
It's like,
It is
yeah,
it
it's like
is
if it's iron
my
heavy.
14-year-old's over here in the corner and I'm
Uh-huh.
laughing because he's been in there multiple times where we're
Uh-huh.
lifting heavy and Walker, what do the men say when they walk by? What do they say to you? Your mom is a badass. Your mom is really
Yes.
strong. It's so funny because multiple times when I'm doing leg press, the guys will come over and they're like, "We're not going to come near you right now because we don't want to look bad."
Oh, I love that. I get chills. Oh, I'm so
But
proud.
no, I'm never afraid to push myself. Isn't it always you against you? Like it's
Yes.
always you against you. So I'm always like today when I was doing leg press, like she has me doing this leg press right now. I don't know. I feel like it's nearly 300 pounds. It's got to be. It's like 250 plus. And it's wild that I'm doing it, but it's like I'll leg press 10,
Uh-huh.
drop like 15 pounds on each side, leg press for no, another 10, and then max out and then drop a little bit more weight. While the guy beside me just did, one set and he's sitting there catching his breath. I've done 30. And I think what I love too though is that even though there's areas where I'm lifting heavy, I feel like I look like a strong, healthy woman.
Mm-hmm.
Um, when I was previously being trained, I felt like I looked like a little man.
Mm.
And so I don't know what it is that you're doing with me and my physique, but like previously I was doing the moves that I was doing were
Secrets.
really heavy upper body, like I don't even know how to explain it, but there
Yeah.
was a lot of work that I was doing that a lot of the men were doing upper body, and I felt like I was walking around looking like this stiff man.
Uh-huh.
And now I feel like I look more like a strong woman than
Yeah.
like a little man.
Yeah.
And so you have me doing a lot of dynamic moves that I feel like these, I'm in there doing pull-ups and I'm hanging on the bar, lifting my legs all the way up to the bar, and everybody's looking around me what is this woman doing? And here I am, like I'll be 46 this month. Um, so I'm never, or like you having me jump from my knees up to my feet, right? And
That was
everybody in the gym
cool.
is like, what is she doing over there? You know?
But it
Uh,
works.
what's that?
It works.
It works. Well, and I'll say this because some of your folks might be listening and be like, oh my God, is Amanda going to make me do that? Probably not. Like, what I love, or maybe so it depends on who you are, but what I love is that you've met me where I am, right? Like, you've met me where I am in my journey, and you know how to challenge me to keep pushing me, but not deplete me,
Yeah.
you know?
That's beautiful. Ah, thank you so much. And one quick response to what you just said is that most trainers, they're still learning. One day they'll
Hmm.
get it. But women can't train like men. We
Hmm.
cannot. We are different. That's one
Hmm.
thing that I fought with my first ever trainer in Brazil because he had me doing all this stuff like chest presses, heavy. And I was like, and it also depends on the structure. You and I have very similar bodies. Like our
Hmm.
structure is similar. If
Yes.
I work out upper body like a man, I will look like a man. I have strong arms. I haven't trained my upper body in like probably 5 years straight. I just stopped. I had to do one session a month, if that much, because I've already have my muscles, they're already set. I've been doing this for 20 years.
Hmm.
So when someone like you, like me, we go to the gym, and we're looking about body recomposition, but also strength, also balance, energy. I'm focused on the bigger muscle groups, which is your legs and your glutes.
Right.
You're gonna have back activation from deadlifts. You're gonna have grip activation from just hanging. You're gonna have a lot of shoulder from doing squat or shoulder press. So I don't need to focus on that. And that's where most trainers, male and female, they get it wrong because they have us women doing heavy sets of upper body because it's fun, it's cool, but it doesn't look cool. And one of the things that I'm super concerned is yeah, mobility, functionality, strength, but also I want you to look in the mirror and feel proud of yourself and feel sexy and feel beautiful and feel confident.
Mhm.
That's gonna look different for all of us, but the vast majority of women that I know, they want to look powerful, toned, but not big. Like we're not trying to have bigger biceps than our men's. Like so.
That's right. 100%. 100%. And I've noticed that change in my physique over the last year for
Mhm.
sure. It's just like lean, but now I look like a little like a woman and not a little man.
A sexy woman with the sexiest legs in the business. I'll tell you that. Watch the legs of this woman. That's the one you're here in October in Miami. I was like, damn, girl, look at those legs in me.
Thanks to you. Thanks
Yes,
to
I love
you.
it. Bodies by Amanda. My love, I know you gotta go. Your kids are dying to have you. Thank you so much for being here and sharing with us. That was so beautiful. I really appreciate you. Ladies, we're here in the chat. I'm gonna drop the website so you can join us. The website is live. Stronger than 40 officially launched. Bow, 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 bow. We're gonna rock
Nice.
this. Thank you so much, Melissa. You have a beautiful, beautiful rest of your day. Can't wait to see you again and wait for Monday. Your new workout kicks ass.
I'll study it and be ready for it.
I know you will. Wait for the
I love
challenges.
you.
Love you
Thank
too.
you.
Mwah.
Bye bye.
Bye. Bye, everybody. Thank you, Wendy. Thank you, Chrissy. Thank you, Kayla. Bye.